way this goes, I'm looking at a mid-game spike for Blacklist, and BREN, if it is what I think it is, a jungle Paquito, I'm hoping it's not a jungle Dairoth, then they'll have to play in the side lanes. They'll have to corner Blacklist. If they are going to play in mid, then you're hoping for Master Ogre to get those monster hooks.
You could feel the energy in MPL Arena. Soak it in. It's M2 World Champions and M3 World Champions clashing tonight. Oh My Venus, the Queen, and Ogwen featured in our first few previews of Euros here.
Oh man, this is going to be intense here. And like you were wondering, it is that Paquito jungle on Kyle TZ, running with a killing spree here too. So, you know, pace-wise, let's see if they can actually match what Wise wants to bring on this Ballman running the Demon Slayer, as we know a lot of the focus is going to be on these early objectives.
So Ogwen here has more than just the homework of doing vision, of making sure that they have good initiations, pickoffs. He also has to make sure that in the first 5 to 8 minutes, Savior, Haji, doesn't have a good time. He has to stop the scaling on this mid mage, because Few is going to be part of team fights for sure, but as shown earlier tonight, that is, a Savior left alone is dangerous.
Yeah, and Big J right here getting poked out by the auto alarm bobs coming in from the Queen, and Ohem as well on that sniper. It's going to be severely hard here for Jome to actually do a lot of things. Look at that damage.
That's what you call confidence, right? Already forcing Jome back to the base here. So this is what we're expecting. We're expecting some babysitting to go around in the gold lane, but at the same time, like you mentioned, Leo, Ogwen's got his work cut out for him, man. I mean, he has to be the plain sole protector here for the majority of the team. And honestly, if you struggle on this Franco, your front line kind of dissipates here.
Yeah, not just. The fact that you have a pretty solid jungler and XP lane frontline peel means whoever Ogwen gets his hands on should just disappear. But it's not happening quite yet. We're close to the first turtle. I'm guessing that's why they're cutting in deep on Edward, and he's not going home. So I'm guessing he's hoping that maybe he can be part of this turtle fight.
Yeah, it's very important for XP laners to be part of that turtle fight, but in the mid lane, look at the aggression. Ogwen
getting a little risky there as he goes right into the face of Blacklist International. So here you go. Turtle's going to be for the taking, and now it's just going to go in the hands of BREN. But meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Ohem not going to do the kill, but first a blood off camera in the mid lane. Turtle secured by BREN Esports.
Master Ogwen taking the L there, but at least buying BREN Esports that first turtle, that's good to scale. But I'm wondering what happened off camera. That would have been very important. I'm guessing Ogwen was just putting up a boundary. He was covering the base for BREN to take that turtle, and so far, no conversion just yet. Close call, though, for Big J.
And honestly, in the gold lane, it's you can't blame the cameraman at that point. So much action cross-map in the turtle, in the gold lane. If it's just something for BREN Esports to get that turtle, they do have a very, very slight gold lead here. Doesn't matter for now, but this might just be a start of them taking more objectives. You know, momentum is a thing.
Here's the thing. If these pickoffs continue and 1-to-1 scale, that's OMIV going down. It's Blacklist who's gonna essentially reap the benefits, because they're the ones who want to put money on Haji. They're the ones who want to put money on Oheb, and we know for sure, historically it's been proven, they don't mind defending inside base. So they can turn around in a snap.
Yeah, and look at this. Just a lot of farming, but he's going to be in a 2v1 situation, in which case, he's just going to escape.
Yeah, saved by the flicker here, getting a little extra gold for BREN here on the bottom side of the map, so they're going to be happy with that. Ogwen still looking for a pick, but Ohem constantly, but hold on. Wise now goes down. Kyle TZ finding another one, looking for Edward. Can they get the kill? Haji joining the party here, takes quite a bit of damage. The 1-2 punch from Kyle TZ has to be respected.
Goes for the sprint. If he did not, Kyle TZ would have had him. And here's the thing, Kyle TZ's not letting go.
Nah, he's just showing the intimidation factor here.
Face.
There it is, right? But get a little extra gold. Now he's still going to go in, Haji. There's going to be the real-world manipulation. Haji's going to take quite a bit of damage, but still alive for now. But a turret does get taken down for Blacklist International as they find the one in the bottom lane.
I don't know if you could call that fancy feat, because he literally just stood outside of vision. He's like, okay, I'm not moving, I'm safe here. And now, the turtle, no real-world manipulation available for BREN Esports, which gives Blacklist International priority over this objective.
Not just that, in that whole sequence in mid, KL1, Oheb here pushed that bottom lane, gold lane turret. And that's the thing is, again, I told you, if these little pickoffs happen continuously throughout the game, yes, BREN Esports has a 500 gold lead right now, 5 minutes in, it'll eventually benefit Blacklist.
And you know, there's not a lot of teams who could actually hold on to a great early game against Blacklist International. We're talking about a BREN Esports, a fallen kingdom, now rising to what they could be in the future. A very important game here for BREN Esports, with the turtle spawning a few seconds from now. Half a minute.
Yeah, I think, again, you know, you want to actually fight this one. You want to contest this one with both teams having a turtle in their favor here, and that's exactly what we're going to see. Meanwhile, XP Laner still on the top side, nothing committing just yet. A lot of pokes and push and pulls here from both teams. You can already see them, right? So turtle's still quite a bit of ways here, 1 minute. Meanwhile, top side is the 1v1 up there. So right now, they're just calming down. And you can see, pretty much looking for the setup there around that pit.
Masterful auto alarm bomb placement by Owe Venus. That's the reason why Blacklist members are not afraid of that river bush.
Oh,
the
no!
Queen
Wow.
survives only for a second more, but Big J drops the BMI. So back to how Blacklist kept that mid lane turret, right? How they kept that river bush. Again, auto alarm bombs, and the fact that they have so much range. They're only really afraid of one thing, not even the Void Crystal, it's the Iron Hook, and they can time it. They can time it, so they know that, all right, Iron Hook's not there yet. Fight breaking down, though.
They're going to look for a start here. Look at Kyle TZ making his way in the back. He is going to be in that bush, and let's see if he pops up okay. He lives for now, right? But this could have been a bad news bears for Blacklist International. You see all these members of BREN focusing on this bottom side. They do have to be careful, though, because they don't have that turret anymore. Turtle's now coming up in a few seconds, so let's see how they play around this. Look at the damage already coming out from Oheb.
The Filipino sniper just saying to everybody that you do not give me this pickup. It forces Big J to go back to base, and Blacklist International going to start this turtle.
There we go. Turtle going to be less than half health. Secured easily by Wise. BREN showing a little bit of hesitation here. They're going to back off for now, unless they can find a hook. This is the downside of having that Franco. You're relying completely on that hook to land to start something. And already, once again, both teams at a stalemate in the mid lane.
Yeah, and Ogwin still warming up on those hooks. Yet to land a very big one in this game, 7 minutes in. But you know, we did talk about it earlier. It all depends on that one big play, that one big hook that might change the entire course of the game. And it might just be this play.
Yeah, here comes the conceal Ogwin. He knows his stutter stepping, looking for the hook. Not going to be able to get it, but they do get the turret. For now, Ogwin's still going for it, but Edward's not going to let that happen.
He's always at least a few meters off. And here's the thing, you can miss about 99% of your hooks, but the one that wins you the game, people will forget.
Oh, no! Okay, Edward's gonna get locked down here. Electro final blow committed, and he finally goes down, but look at the cross-map play as Blacklist International also finds the tier 2 turret in the bottom side of the map. Kyle TZ waiting patiently. They're gonna line up here. Nothing able to connect just yet, so here we go once again. Cross-map plays for both teams.
Great exchange coming in from BREN Esports and Blacklist International. Though Blacklist did get more turrets in that entire exchange, that's great for them considering that 35 seconds from now, the Lord will be closer to where the pressure is at.
So far, they played the long con. They understood. But here's what's interesting. Here's where BREN Esports, you have to commend them. They've held on to mid for so long. They're so good at keeping this up. And we really haven't seen a full 5-on-5 quite yet. But that's the thing. That also goes well for Blacklist International. They have Haji, who is slowly building up. Would be lovely to see the items here about 10 seconds away from the Lord.
Oh no, this is going to be a big fight for the first Lord of the game. In terms of early game advantage, can we expect BREN Esports to actually secure this? Because Blacklist International, they're already positioning themselves towards this big Lord.
Yeah, they're gonna have to play this one very carefully. There's the flicker in with the bloody hunt as they find Oheb, but the time journey comes out. There's the one that falls. 2 fall for BREN, and they're looking for another one. Killing spree for Kyle TZ though, as they turn it around. Wise has fallen. Blacklist International still gonna focus on the Lord here, but Kyle TZ is up with the retribution. They've got to be careful for now. They do reset it, they back off. So Blacklist International knows to be safe.
Two things that BREN Esports did not see come in. Number one, Blacklist knew that they were also coming in. So the fact that as soon as the real world manipulation came up, the answer, time's journey. No one's staying in this dead zone. And number two, they also made the right call. Would have been Kyle TZ's all for his taken if Blacklist forced it. So yeah, again, Owe Venus was there. They knew that this was not the right timing. Wise was not around, no retribution. That's fine. Let's look at the items though. Wise is building completely tanky. We're looking at a Radiant Armor coming up and then the Accursed Helm. For BREN Esports, what's Jome up to? Big J already has a DHS. Picked up the Wind of Nature and the Golden Staff going up against Oheb. Oh, Oheb was just all firepower.
Yeah. I mean, that's the Filipino sniper for you. You build a lot of damage, you build a lot of armor penetration. That Renner will hurt a lot. It will literally burn your face. Damn, look at that damage.
Big damn.
That's big damn, baby, right there, right? Jome's got to respect that, got to be careful here. Y's going to give the go signal again on the Lord here. Let's see if they actually want to commit to this one. Items already looking pretty good for both teams. And as you can see, the Lord is going to be melted here. There you go. They get the stuns off. The Bloody Hunt's going to be popped. Edward takes quite a bit of damage himself. Blazing duet from Jome. Looking for a kill here. No one falls, though, as both teams come out alive on all across the board.
Beautiful Electo final blow from Edward to draw the line.
I'm pretty sure as a Benedetta main, that wowed you.
You know it's real, Leo.
Yeah.
Me looking at that play, I'm gonna copy that once I'm home.
Yeah, pick up your jaw, it's still on the floor.
Yes, sir.
Talking about conversions, Blacklist International leaving Lord to the bottom, doing their best to synchronize top, but they know that Pandora could answer back. He is off camera. They're looking to take at least an inhibitor. That's what this looks like from them. That's what they seem to be planning to do because it's Edward cutting in mid. They're letting top go. Wow, how did they synchronize that wave up top?
So many rabbits, so many bunnies down bottom lane. And this may be a big siege here for Blacklist International. Nook's landing, look at this.
You can already see the power of this Savior pick as they have to defend against their base. They should be fine here, but they lose a little space. This is exactly what happens when you have Haji on this Savior. Anytime you're looking for an initiation for BREN Esports, it's completely stopped by Haji's Mystic Fields.
You know, what I'm thinking about is how is BREN Esports still in the gold lead despite Blacklist International doing this amount of damage?
So far, what I'm seeing is BREN Esports. We'll talk about it later.
There's the Bloody Hunt, and they find Oheb exactly who they wanted to get, but also Owen goes down. Blazing duet, not gonna get anybody here. So it's a 1-for-1 so far, and now BREN Esports still working down the mid lane here. Kyle Teasy want to take this buff away here. You can also see Pandora rotating up top, wants to get another turret for the team. Wise holding on to that purple buff.
That's a trade I'll take any day. Ogwin for Oheb, yes please. But now wondering as to how BREN Esports still has a gold lead. Number one, Blacklist are so slow. That Lord fight into that push in the bottom and top, that was a long con game. And BREN Esports are doing so well to make sure that Jome doesn't die. A lot of it is funneled into him. I believe a majority of the gold is funneled onto him, and he's always in waves. He's using that BMI to use that mobility to get rotational speed. He hasn't really been part of too many team fights, so that means they're rubber banding. They're actually holding on. They're waiting for something big, and they're always trading. Despite the map lead, BREN Esports are still leading in kills.
Yeah, BREN Esports banking on Big J, Jome in the gold lane. Still, as you said, Leo, no deaths on this Claude. And if there's also one hero that could change the entire course of this game, we know Blazing Duets just making things change.
Oh my goodness, but that is also some big damn coming out from Blacklist International as Oheb just deleted Oakwood. And now Edward gonna be the focus here. Big J takes a little bit too much damage, has to back off. He's gonna be fine just now, recalls back to base, but now Lord for the taking for Blacklist International.
It's easy for Blacklist to take this. Again, you're looking at a Balmond that not only has a retribution, but as well that lethal counter. BREN Esports, the only time that they can actually take a major objective here in the face of Blacklist is if they wipe them out or close to it. Maybe 3 or 4 kills on board, and you have to make sure that one of them is the Balmond. That's how tough it is for BREN Esports right now, and that's what's explaining the shrinking gold lead. They're down to what, just 500 away, and so far, Big J has been hesitant the past couple of times that these two teams have met, even in a 5v5.
Yeah, they need to find that big moment for Big J. Jome has to be in the center of everything, and Ogwin has to start landing those hooks. A lot of things has to happen for BREN Esports.
And here's the thing. Not just Big J, we're also waiting for Kyle TZ and Pandora to find that perfect interception. In that last team fight, about a minute ago, that would have been perfect for them if not only Ogun fell first. So if Ogun was still alive, and then these two fighters can shred through maybe one or two members of Blacklist, then maybe BREN is back in this.
Well, here we go. Base cracked open here on the bottom side with that charge from the Lord. Now they're going to be focusing on the mid lane. BREN still has to take care of the Lord here. Real world manipulation does come down, but the time journey to counter it, they're going to be happy with that. BREN still holding on to this mid turret. So far, so good for BREN.
That is the power of defense for BREN Esports. They do have a lot of wave clear coming in from Few, and they also have a lot of threat coming in from Ogren. But you know, the time's journey really denies a lot of those threats, and that has been the big example.
Oh, Ogren finding a target here. The Queen does fall. Big J goes in with the blazing door, but he gets deleted. Not respecting the damage coming out from Oheb. So it's a 1-for-1 here. BREN still trying to hold on.
Perfection. He clicked the Wind of Nature at the right time, and that's what left Big J with his jaw agape. He's just, now what? The BMI was a little too late.
Yeah.
He got hit too soon.
And you know, Wind of Nature, perfect timing. He also swapped to Wesker while tanking a lot of the Wind of Nature immunity damage, and this shotgun the hell out of Big J Jome, and now another mid lane siege.
Edward going in with an electro final blow, trying to cut the wave here too. It's BREN Esports still holding on to this tier 3 turret, but look at the damage once again. Oh, the dawning light, the follow-up. It is the immortality, but that is an immortality down for BREN Esports.
The Filipino sniper sharing his sniping abilities to the machine, Haji.
They've been spending a little bit too much time together. That's what happens when you're world champions. But the thing is, Pandora's life just flashed before his eyes, and this just shows you how close to the threshold of victory Blacklist is. They know that they've trapped BREN Esports in their own base, and that kind of dulls the blade for BREN here. How scary is it for a Franco to know exactly where you are?
Oh my, Venus was trapped inside a real-world manipulation, but that was an obvious miscomm. Ogwin was on the top side, and the rest of his team was looking on the other end. What is happening here?
Yeah, they're down some crucial ultimates here for this next Lord. Not sure if they actually want to commit to this. Look at the poke potential already coming out from Blacklist International. Just with those bunnies alone here and the Mystic Field. So Wise going to continue to work on the Lord. Ogwin just tanking a bunch of damage. A Dawning Light's going to pop the immortality again. Pandora has no choice but to go in. But it's a double kill for Oheb as he finds another one. Haji to follow up. Now Edward on the chase here. Few and Kyle TZ running back to base. No fall for Blacklist International. They grab a Lord and BREN on a full defense once again.
Ogwin may have forced it. His positioning was already off, and it all came crashing down. This is what's scary. Again, we talked about it before the match even started. Blacklist are so good at the punish, and now Few brings out a reactive and a defensive real-world manipulation.
5 seconds here in Ogwin. This might just be endgame once the minions crash in.
Yeah, here we go once again. Kyle TZ, Few, and Ogwin able to defend. Let's see if they can do it by the full force of Blacklist as they clear the lane, they clear the minions. Mega kill over to Oheb. Ogwin with a last ditch goes in the double kill again. Can they actually defend this? Ogwin started it all, followed by Big J with the blazing duet, and they're still defending. Oheb in the mid, pops the Wind of Nature, but gets taken down with the triple kill coming out from Few.
Ogwin redemption. He knew Oheb with the Wesker will end the game in 3 shots with the Wesker. Immediately flickers in, eats up the Filipino sniper with the Bloody Hunt to deny them from ending this game.
It's crazy because I said before it only takes one hook to change games, and now sometimes it can be that Bloody Hunt as well. So Edward, last-ditch effort to defend this mid-turret. BREN needs to get this tier 1 turret out of here.
Yeah, they're not out of the woods just yet. They still have to buy a lot of the map back. We're about 2 minutes away from the Evolved Lord. That's what it's called when you get past the 18-minute mark. And they're going to start stealing things away from Blacklist. They're going to shrink this gold lead. And here's the thing. So far, Blacklist has already hit their power spike. You see how painful the Dawning Light is. But for BREN Esports, for them to actually get back on board, they have to find the right angles. And yes, they punished Blacklist for staying a little too close inside the base. And they have to watch out for one more thing. Not just Haji, not just Oheb. Is this correct? Are we looking at Oh My Venus being the
know.
second most damage dealt in this game, merely and clearly from those auto alarm bombs?
Rome Diggy is the answer. 75k damage? Are you insane?
I mean,
No, that's Oh My Venus.
that is, there's some deadly bunnies across the land of Dawn. You can say that much, right? So that's something that BREN Esports has obviously had to deal with the entirety of this game. I mean, we're at the 20-minute mark now. So this next Lord, as you mentioned, is going to be huge. We can already see BREN Esports trying to open up more parts of the map if they can. They're looking for a setup. There is the conceal as they find Edward. Immortality can be popped. Dawning Light trying to help out, but they get Edward off the map on the bottom side.
This is crucial, Leo. 50 seconds and Edward.
I was about to say this was in vain. The fact that you're trying to kill the one hero from Blacklist International that is the hardest to kill given the Electro Final Blow, given the eye for an eye. But the thing is, BREN Esports timed it so well, they did it past the 20-minute mark. And now, as you mentioned, there's about half a minute before Edward is even part of this. 4v5! BREN Esports has priority over the Lord!
This is going to be massive for the former M2 World Champions. It's already a big win for BREN Esports to deny them from ending the game. And now they have to steal away the Lord, the evolved Lord in Ogwin. He's zoning them out.
Here we go. Lord, actually, there's going to be quite a bit of damage. Immortality already going to be popped from Ogwin.
Pandora!
Here comes Pandora from the backside with the blazing duet forcing him back. Edward's still down. Lord going to be less than half health here. Who's going to be able to secure this one as BREN Esports secures the Lord? But at what cost? Pandora flickers out here. Oh, grabbing another kill with the Dawning Light combo. Job, you have nowhere to run as Haji finds another kill. 3 down for BREN. They do have the Lord, but is it enough to defend?
It's a 5v2.
Lord's coming in 10 seconds. 21:45. They just have to hold on. Clear the minion waves in mid. There's a wave down bottom. Protect up top. And no! The Lord went the other way!
The Lord went the other way. This is going to be crucial. This might just be the end game.
Here we go. Blacklist International taking the last turret here. Pandora and the left few goes down. And that's going to be it. Blacklist International taking game number 1.
The crowd cheering their hearts out for the M3 World Champions, Blacklist International. They were denied of that game 1 time, but 2 times they can't be denied no longer. What a win for Blacklist.
I exclaimed the Lord went the other way, and that was less BREN Esports' fault. That was actually Blacklist knowing the exact timing. They would have had to deal with Lord, which would have bought BREN maybe what? 4 or 5 seconds? Tops, given the firepower the Blacklist is bringing in, and that could have been key to BREN staying in this, maybe even getting another chance to take in game number 1. But Blacklist